Hey y'all, I'm back. It's me again. Welcome to Sarah Be Too Good, where we learn to be too good to ourselves. I want to thank you guys for joining and watching this video. And if this is not your first video that you've watched, that I've shared, I want you to drop in the comment, I'm back. And so I appreciate you guys for showing up and just supporting me on my YouTube channel. And so I just instantly thought, I said, I'm back, but there's so much power in just making a declaration that I'm back, because, it has greater power when you've been in a valley, meaning that you had some hard blows, but in spite of what you've been dealt, in spite of the hand that has been given to you, you continue to get back up. And so for that, I want to thank you for showing up and coming back again. And so today I want to be transparent with you. I had started becoming an emotional eater. What that means, okay, that means that I've had a lot of stress, and my way of coping with the stress, I began to eat. I began to eat when I wasn't hungry. I began eating as a way to not cope, but it became a soothing mechanism for me. And so French fries is my absolute weakness. Chick-fil-A French fries, McDonald's French fries, and I know they're not the best. This is just what my weakness is, okay? And so, and I love potato chips. I absolutely love potato chips. And so I would, I have a juicer. I have a Naaman J2 juicer. I have a Vitamix, so I cleanse. But you guys, I've noticed that it became very hard for me to stay away from the chips. I could stay away from the fries, because I don't really eat out a lot. But those potato chips, baby, that's a whole nother story. And so while, I became aware that I was being an emotional eater. Eating not because I'm hungry, just eating because that was just my way of coping with things that were happening that are beyond my control. And so fast forward, a couple of days ago, I have some celery, some Granny Smith apples, cucumbers, carrots, lime, and parsley. And so when I want to detox, that's my go-to juice to detox. Okay. And so, but what I noticed, you guys, and so I didn't want to waste any of the product, because who's like me, who will buy stuff for juice to make juice, or buy stuff to make smoothies, and you buy too much of it, and then you end up, some of it, you end up being wasteful because you either don't use it or you bought too much of it, and before you had a chance to use it, it went bad. And so I was trying not to be wasteful. And so I was like, I'm going to make me some juice, you guys. So today is Tuesday. So I made juice on Sunday, Monday, and today. And I went to the store today. You guys, the potato chips, I didn't even have a craving for the chips at all. And they're this candy, excuse me, it's a little chocolate candy. It looks like a Rice Krispie, not Rice Krispie, but like a Nestle Crunch on the outside, and it's from, I believe it's called Ferrero Rocher. I may have butchered the name, you guys, okay? And so, but I went to the store today, but I had no desire. I had no desire, no craving for chips. Now, the brand of chips that I started buying were Siete, because they're non-GMO and they have a low sugar content. So I try to look for snacks that have 4 grams or less of sugar. But I was amazed, I did not buy any chips. I didn't buy any candy. I didn't even have a craving for it, but instead, I did find some seeded grapes, and I did buy a box of cereal because I love cereal. I love to eat a bowl of cereal at nighttime. And so, but that was it. And so I've noticed, sometimes we tend to, we think in order to make a change, it requires this drastic move. And a lot of times there's nothing drastic that's required. It's just making a decision to make some adjustments. And so I didn't want to waste the product that I had previously bought for the green juice, the celery, the Granny Smith apples, the cucumbers, the lime, and the parsley and carrots. I didn't want that to go to waste. So I made juice and I drank the juice, and I've noticed some other changes in my body. In addition to, I no longer had the cravings for the foods, not just the chips, but I no longer had the cravings, to be an emotional eater. I did, and so again, we tend to think that it's necessary for us to make this drastic change, and it's not. Something as small as making a decision, hey, I'm going to detox for whatever reason. And the moment that you make the decision that you're going to, and I'm just using detox for an example, it may be something different for you, okay? But the moment that you make a decision that you're going to detox, in my case, then it's not until you've made that decision to detox that you're able to reap the benefits of the decision to detox. Again, that was my example. And so what is it that you're willing to make a decision today and you have no idea of the benefits that are attached to the decisions that you make today? And so I want to encourage you on today, whatever it is that's been on your heart to do, I want to challenge you to do it. And the reason I want you to do it, because you have no idea what's on the other side of that decision. You have no idea of the benefits that will be a direct result of you making that decision. And so I wanted to come on here and share this with you. And so in order for us to be too good to ourselves, it requires us to take inventory, to take inventory daily. We should not limit ourselves to taking inventory on New Year's Eve. We should not limit ourselves to taking inventory on our birthday or our New Year. Instead, we should take inventory daily. We should take inventory daily. And so, again, whatever it is that's pressed up on your heart to do, I want to challenge you to do it. Do it, and then I want you to put in the chat what it is that you're going to do. If you don't want to share that, put in the chat, I did it, or I'm going to do it, okay? But you guys, I want to thank you so much for joining and watching the videos. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share this video with 5 people that you like. And until next time, Sarah Be Too Good, where we learn to be too good to ourselves. And until next time, love you.